Hey Lisa, how about a little down and dirty on what to do when the seasons change? Brought to you by Miracouture.com, where you can get more information on this incredible store and our dear sponsor. Here we go. Lisa, Lisa, Lisa.
Good morning, Katie. We like to record in the morning.
We do. We do our best work in the morning. Afternoon gets a little fuzzy up there, little bats in the belfry.
Yeah, exactly. Or I just like get tired. But anyway,
Yes, yes. Well, we have hit that critical time, Lisa. Really, really critical time in the world right now.
and what part? What critical part?
It is the switch between seasons. Everyone all over
Oh,
is
that is.
wanting to know what the heck. You know what? There's some things going on in the world, right? That require our immediate attention.
Switching of the seasons,
That's
flipping the
right.
page. It doesn't matter where you're living, people still flip the page for a season.
That's right. I think it's part mental. I think it's energetic. I think right the moon phases, the months, the days, whatever, the years, it
Well,
doesn't matter.
kids are going back to school.
Yep. Yep.
Um, and some people are super excited about that. Some people are not. Even though you're working, you still have your private family life of things changing. College kids going, maybe college kids are done, they're working in a different, I mean, we can go on and on and on, right? So
There's just life changes and they seem to all, whether they happen, 2 weeks ago or they're going to happen in a month, the switching of the seasons seems to require a little bit of thought.
I agree.
So,
I agree. And I have had, I've been very busy working because of this. People are, even though we're here in Minnesota recording and we are having unusually warm temperatures in September, that makes people even crazier because we're not supposed to be having 90-degree temperatures in September. So I've gotten many questions asked this week. And I was actually at a client's yesterday who has a really big week coming up with some very serious meetings, and she loves wearing sandals. And I said, nope, no sandals in Minnesota in September. Even though it's hot, you can't wear them. So should we talk about that first?
well, I think you just are.
I mean, it depends where you're living, right? If you're still living down south or you're living, in warm places that they're warm all year round, would I tell you not to wear sandals? No. But I would tell you to be very careful wearing sandals in a professional setting, especially through September all the way to March, because there are so many people's mindsets that are not summer. So if they go to a warmer place to do business, they still are going back to a place where they would never wear sandals. So they have this very different mindset. And I don't ever recommend people wearing open-toed sandals to professional settings. I think it's a very big distraction in so many different ways. Even if you have a beautiful pedicure and you have a beautiful color on your toes, it's still a distraction. It could even be a positive distraction, but it is a distraction.
Interesting. I never thought about that as a positive distraction.
I mean, if you're sitting in a meeting, think about this, Katie, and you're a woman and you're sitting around a table and you have your legs crossed and you have sandals on, or a woman across from you has sandals on and she has a beautiful color on her toes, right? She's trying to make a point across the table. And what are you doing? You're staring at her toes.
Okay, devil's advocate, how is that different than staring at an incredible pair of shoes she might have on?
Um, I think the difference is that that's something that you see a lot, and you go places, you see women with great shoes, and then you might go up to them and say, hey, I really like your shoes, where did you get those? But you don't see open-toed beautiful toes as much, so you might stay more focused on that, where shoes is normal. especially if it's a beautiful pump or a beautiful slingback or a boot. When women start wearing their booties and their boots, women will look at them and then they'll direct their attention to something else. And they might then circle back, because my biggest thing to my clients is that women will talk to each other about their shoes and their handbag.
But not their nail polish color or toenail polish color.
I think nail polish color is getting a little more popular, especially if someone has something that's more unusual. But toes, I don't know. There's a weird thing about toes. People have weird things about toes.
Well,
and I can't explain it. I just see it, know it, hear about it, and have people ask me about it.
And I suppose really the focus, if we go back to what are you doing in that business meeting, you're there to conduct business. Short of the first introductions and when somebody sees you and you have on a great pair of shoes, let's just say, you really don't want to detract from what you're trying to get done.
Yeah, and then let's go on the other side, where if someone doesn't have a pedicure and they need to groom their feet, but yet they have open-toed sandals on, that's also a distraction.
Right. So why are sandals okay in a place like Florida in September, but not in Minnesota, when our temperatures and our weather might be that we're still going to wear a sleeveless shirt?
Well, I'm not saying not to do it. What I am saying is that many people turn the page of it being fall. I think that in Florida is an example. The clients that I help professionally that do a lot of business in Florida, they also know to stop wearing sandals professionally. I'm not talking socially. I'm not talking going to the beach. I'm not talking about going on vacation. I'm really just talking about a professional setting. It just should change.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have your hand on the pulse of many clients doing work nationally and internationally. So I trust your sage advice.
You probably would not see open-toed sandals on many people in the European countries right now. Professionally, not vacation, not socially.
Now, I want to talk about something else, because it is a difficult time for those of us in the states that does normally see change in temperature and it's not. So how do you put your wardrobe together on these transitional times?
Very good question. I recommend for people to kind of switch up their closet and take away the super summer stuff for when you walk into your closet and that's what you see. You don't have to take out your heavy winters, but bring in a few blazers, bring in a few pants, bring in a few dresses, take some of your underpinnings and your tops, maybe not your heavy cashmeres, but some of the lighter weight shells and things like that, and direct them right to your attention when you walk into your closet. Because a lot of people will change out their closets and they'll keep, 2 seasons in their closet. And then they are running to another closet if it's a cold day, right? So just kind of start transitioning. That super summery white stuff, maybe put that in the other closet.
So no white pants. You are a firm believer in no white pants after Labor Day?
No, I'm not a firm believer, but the super summery white jeans in Minnesota or in the colder climates, yes. I mean,
when you say super summery, are you talking about the gauze, the lighter
linen, gauze,
linens, that type of thing? If you have a pair of really nice denim whites, I've seen those done with a cute pair of boots or a cute
that I don't have a problem
and a
with.
sweater. Okay.
That I don't have a problem with.
Okay,
yes.
I feel like you flip-flopped on this issue from the last time we debated, Lisa.
White is not there's no rules anymore. I wouldn't in November, December wear a pair of white jeans or well, let's not, and a blazer into a meeting if it's, 30 degrees out and snowing. But again, we're talking to people that live in California,
Right.
live in Texas, live in Florida, live in warmer climates, Mexico. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the linen and the gauze and the sheer cottons, I probably kind of put those aside.
Yep.
But a gorgeous cashmere in white with a pair of white slacks or cream, I mean, that's one of my favorite looks.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why they made a winter white, quote unquote.
They've kind of changed the name on that now.
Have they? What is it called now?
Oh, they have glacier. They use different words now.
Okay. Well, I'm old school, so it'll always be winter white to me.
But I really, I was at a client's house yesterday and that's kind of what we were doing. Like she had her winter stuff in a downstairs closet and I said, let's go down there. And so we went down there and I pulled up 3 blazers that she considered winter. And I said, no, this blazer is fabulous with your pink slacks that you love. So put this blazer with the pink slacks and then maybe put a lighter top underneath and you can get by with this all winter long and then put a pair of boots with it. So she goes, oh, I never thought of that. So people really kind of have their moments of what they think.
Well, and you get into habits, right? So that's something that happens with the change of the season too. You forget what you have for fall, quite honestly. You can't possibly remember every piece that you have, especially if it's tucked away in another closet. So to literally carve out the time to do exactly what you just did, whether you're working with a wardrobe consultant or not, to go through your own closet and see how different things would work together. Shop your own closet.
Shop your own closet. Great point, Katie. And I tell people that all the time. Before you go out and start spending money, shop your own closet.
Absolutely. You don't know. It's amazing. For all years that I've been doing the work on space planning and lots and lots and lots and lots of closets. And when I do a project for somebody who's living in their home and is remodeling or just doing a complete closet rehaul, everything has to come out, right? In order for new pieces to go in most cases.
Right.
Invariably, people say, oh my God, I forgot that I had this and this and this. I forgot until I pulled it all out, put it all back in, which is kind of the point. So you can do that very inexpensively. You don't need to get all new closets, but you can absolutely go through your closet, pull everything out, put everything back in, and it just feels different. It feels better.
It does. I mean, I do that all the time with people.
Right.
And then once we do that, I'm not that person that puts everything back and organizes it, but we do take everything out and establish what's going to go back in. They are so happy. And like, I'll get text messages saying, oh my God, I didn't realize I could wear this and this together. Thank you so much. But it's where it's put in your closet and in your drawers.
Right.
Especially this time of year.
Right. It's amazing how many people I talk to. Lots of people now have drawers in their closet, right? So your mindset should be, because we talk about this all the time, efficiencies. So your mindset should be, what do I use the most and where should that be easiest to get to? And so if you have drawers in your closet, and then a lot of people have their drawers outside their closet, maybe they've kept their dressers that they loved because it matched and all of that. But they don't need to go, the way houses are designed, I would say 80% of the time now, the closet is next to the bathroom, or you go through the bathroom to get to the closet. So you're not having to go out into the bedroom to get your socks and underwear and whatnot out of your dresser in your bedroom, like used to be the norm, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have your socks, your underwear, your undergarments, in your closet, that's the first thing that should happen,
Right.
because that's the most efficient thing to do. You get out of the shower, you're going in, you're getting dressed, you want your undergarments there, and then you can dress your way out. And so then anything that goes in that dresser that you may have kept, or that armoire or whatever, would be any finishing pieces that you don't wear all that often. Maybe it is the fall sweaters. Maybe it is your yoga gear or your workout gear that isn't worn all the time. But it shouldn't be the things that are your first and foremost go-tos. And realistically, if you look at, you probably wear 20% of the clothes that you have in your closet on an ongoing basis. So that 20% should be very easy to get to.
I agree with you, except for you. I agree that you only wear 20%, right? But if you will put your closet and the clothes in your closet in a different way, you will wear more than 20%. Because if you're buying the pieces for your closet and you're only wearing 20%, then why are you going to continue to buy pieces, right? And wear them.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. If your closet is organized so that the first 20% that you're using, there's no doubt you should switch out that 20% and be cognizant of the other 80% that's sitting in that closet to determine. And if you're consistently not, or you're buying the same things or whatnot, then pare down your life, make it easy on yourself.
yeah, I agree. And one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of people keep a lot of their shoes not in their closet. They either keep them in their mudroom, they keep them in their garage, but they're not where their clothes are. And so a lot of women will hesitate wearing certain things because they don't know what shoe to wear with them. Whether it be a pant that, oh, well, this pant's long, so I can only wear this set of shoes. Oh, where is that shoe? Or what shoe am I going to wear? Then they'll go back and they won't put that pant on. So what I suggest to some people is, if they don't want to keep their shoes in their closet at all, take a photo of the shoes that are possibilities for the pant, especially pants. Okay. And just take a photo and kind of hang it on the hanger. And that will remind them what their options are for their pants.
Amen, sister.
So that, I've done that with clients, and they do it and they think it's great, especially even for traveling. Like, oh, I want to take these pants. They're comfortable. They're easy. Oh, I got 4 choices for my shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick those.
And there's no reason, especially if you're a person, let's face it, there are people who like to pack multiple things because they don't know what they're going to wear once they get there. Okay, that's fine, but you still only have a suitcase, and make it easy on yourself. So what you are packing and what you are putting together, maybe take pictures of it put together different ways.
Right.
There's no reason on your cell phone these days you can't put together a little catalog, a little album of photos for the trip, and then easily get to those so that you can recreate.
Well, that's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I do for clients. They have a photo album of everything I've put together for them for this season. I usually do fall, winter, and then spring, summer. And it's all laid out for them. And literally that's how they decide what they're going to wear in the morning. They don't even go in their closet.
Right.
Professionally. I'm talking professionally.
Right.
And they just look through their phone. Oh, I think I'll wear that today. Okay, I'll go get the clothes.
That's awesome. What a time savings. I mean, really, to be that efficient.
Yeah. And then people that travel for business, if people have a big event or a big travel thing coming up, I'll go there and we'll pick out everything from the shoes to the underwear to everything, jewelry. And then we put Post-it notes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, Thursday morning. They take pictures. I can do it a month ahead. And then when they're getting ready to pack, they open that up and they go, okay. And they pull everything and they pack it. It takes them 15 minutes.
So you've saved so much time by pre-planning all of it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And if they need something, like if I do it early, like I have many clients right now sending me emails on all of the things that they have coming up that they know about so far for work, travel, events, speaking engagements, whatever it may be. I have it in an email and I mark it down. I know it's already in their closets. We've already done that. And so I know the holes that are in their, what they need. And so that's all I'm looking for them.
So the really cool thing that you think about with this is that your clients are smart enough to realize, A, they don't need to worry about this part of their lives because they have other bigger things. B, they realize it's super important. So the fact that they're not worried about it, but they know they have somebody who can take that role on as a specialist. You are a specialist in their life. Much like we've talked about it before, they have a specialist, that their accountant, their investment advisor, their dentist, their doctor. You are one of the specialists that help so that they can do their job the best that they possibly can and not have to worry about it. That's pretty cool when you think about the time. You put a little time in on the front end, and that keeps giving you dividends all the way through.
Yeah, you said that very well. Yes, yes, exactly.
Thank
you did that very well.
Why?
Put that in a marketing campaign for me? No, I'm kidding.
I think that would be good. Well, that's a quick down and dirty on what to do when the seasons change. And if you want further information from Lisa or myself, go to theviewinyourmirror.com and you will have links to get a hold of either of us. You also have links to all the podcasts we've done in the past. Sometimes it's just nice to actually have someone who's a specialist in their field to consult with. So we're happy to talk to you. Give us a call, reach out. If you have any questions, if you have any comments about the show, you can do that there as well. But our whole premise for doing this show, for everything that we've done, has really been about how to give us the opportunity to be the best versions of ourselves. So when we look in the mirror, we are turned out and feeling phenomenal so we can go out and conquer the world like only we can. Until next time.